You got third round winner in four-wheel drive, Jared Tebo. You started off with a 2 in the morning round yesterday. Had a little bit of a slower run yesterday afternoon with a wreck, and then started things off again hot this morning with a 0.
Yeah, my four-wheel's been great all weekend. Yesterday, first run, I was really happy with my pace. Me and Jörn and Dakota were really close, and I was really happy to get a 2. Second run yesterday, I think I was just a little too fired up. I really wanted to try to get a 0 and was just pushing really hard and had 2 or 3 rollovers just in the fast section, just pushing too hard. Yeah, today car felt really good. I had a rollover on second lap, I think, but landed right back on my wheels. I was having a hard time after the finish line. That first tight left-hander was in the shade, and I kept turning early. I hit the curb, rolled over, but landed on my wheels and got back in the groove. And I had a little luck with Cavalieri having an issue, but you know, I was right there the whole heat, so I feel good going to the next one, and you know, try to have another consistent evening run. Yesterday I kind of struggled at the end. I think I just was pushing too hard, so I want to have a good final qualifier on four-wheel, and a 0 and a 2. I'm really happy.
And Kyosho had various versions of the ZX5 platform for a few years. And you guys started racing the ZX6 at the end of last year. And it got kind of off to a little bit of a slow start, but it seems like things are picking up, especially on the sugar tracks.
Yeah, I mean, I ran it quite a bit last year. We had a couple different versions, and I'm pretty much running, actually, I'm running my same car from the Worlds. You know, everyone was saying stuff, you know, whatever they want to say after the Worlds. You know, I definitely had a bad week in four-wheel, but it wasn't really the car. It was just a whole bunch of little issues, and that's just racing. That's how it goes, and, you know, I'm not going to give up. I wasn't, you know, mad at Kyosho or anything. It was just, that's just how racing goes. You have good weeks and bad, and the car's good. We just need to fine-tune a little bit of setup stuff, and my car's been great all year. Columbus, it was really good. Even Reedy race, my car was really good. And been practicing four-wheel a lot more than normal at home, and I couldn't be happier with my car this week, and it feels great, and I just need to drive it now. I've got my setup where I'm not changing it at all, and that helps. 10 scale, I have a bad habit of trying to just change stuff, you know, instead of just trying to drive better. So pretty much have a base setup that I'm not changing anymore and just driving.
The four-wheel drive cars are, you know, obviously faster in every section of the track than the two-wheel drive vehicles, but they do drive completely different as well. So do you think that the extra speed of those cars is going to make it easier or harder to race heads up once we get into the mains tomorrow?
Oh, sugar's almost impossible to race heads up no matter what car. It's really tough to drive close to someone on the sugar track. So I think just key tomorrow, I mean, it was clear at the Worlds. If you could just keep your wheels on the track, you're going to have a really good shot of winning. You know, the key on sugar is patience, especially in the mains, and, you know, just be really smart. It's going to be tough here into the straightaway and that center section. If someone messes up in front of you, you try missing their car, you traction roll every time. So it's going to be really tricky. It's going to take a lot of patience, I think.
Jörn Neumann had 2 zeros yesterday in four-wheel drive. You grabbed the opening win this morning. So you've got to not only, you know, TQ the last round, but beat his overall combined times to have a chance at TQing overall. Is that a huge advantage?
He went pretty fast yesterday. You know, we started earlier today. I think the track was a little bit slower. I think he did a 06 maybe first one yesterday. I did a 09 think he did a 04 the second run. So I mean, yeah, I would have to do like a flat or something like that. I really don't care. You know, honestly, in four-wheel, I think starting second might be a good thing. So, yeah, my goal is just to have another good run. You know, I think I'm pretty good start spot. You know, should be locked in second. I think both my times are pretty good. The other seconds, I'm not sure where they kind of ended up on time-wise. So, yeah, we'll just see how the next one goes. My goal is to try to get another 0, just to have some confidence going into tomorrow.
Well, hopefully you're able to carry that momentum in tomorrow's AAA mains. Good luck.
Cool, thank you.
The microphone out.
Second with a 14, Dakota 14, Tessmann, Fisher, Neumann, Lutz, Cavalieri, Newman, Borkowitz.
Is it back-to-back race? Yeah.
Wait till I call your number. Go 2, 5, 6, 3, 7, 8, 1, 11, 4, 10. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Number 20.
The wind's whipping through here on Saturday evening as we just wrapped up qualifying for the 28th annual Cactus Classic, and it's actually the first time that Hot Bodies team driver Ty Tessmann's been here in 5 years now. So you're the current national champion in four-wheel drive modified, but lining up 5th for tomorrow's main events.
Yeah, you know, qualifying didn't go the way I wanted it. It's all right, but we kind of worked on the car throughout the whole time, so to get it was good the last run, so I'm kind of confident in it for tomorrow. Starting 5th is going to be tough, but I think it's going to be more crashes than it normally would be, just because the track is so rough and there's so much bite. So everybody's going to be close, and just hopefully make my way to the front. Yeah.
The D413 is still a pretty new car for you. I mean, you haven't been running it for that long. We saw you obviously do very well at the Nationals last year on a sugared track, but that track was a lot smoother than the layout here. It's a lot rougher and seems to be totally different for everyone that's trying to drive around it.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot different than what I've been on before. I've been on high bite, but I've never been on rough and high bite, so it's definitely a challenge. But everybody, it looks like it's a challenge for them, because the qualifying is not one guy dominating, so it's kind of all over the map. But we've worked on it, learned a lot of stuff, so I think it's a good learning curve, if there's nothing else, and just try to get our car. It's tuned in good now, so hopefully it's still good tomorrow.
There are a lot of spots on the layout that are pretty tight, and even in the wide open spots, it doesn't really look like there's been a whole lot of place to make a pass on somebody unless someone makes a mistake. What's your plan, I guess, for starting 5th and having to make your way up through a few drivers tomorrow?
I'm just going to try to be patient, because you don't want to try to push too hard at the beginning, make a mistake, and then you're screwed in the back. So just try to stay behind everybody and wait for everybody else to make a mistake, and hopefully I'm not the first one to do it. So that's really the plan, because you can't really pass on this track. There's just pretty much one line, and if you try to go outside, you either hit a rut or way slower. So it's going to be tough.
We saw Jörn Neumann sweep both rounds on Friday, and he locked up the overall TQ today. But other than that, I mean, there's been a lot of drivers finishing all over the top 10. And it really seems like there's a lot of parity across the four-wheel drive buggy class. Do you think that that's because of the track, or is it just all the cars are getting better, or a little bit of both?
I've heard the track is getting a lot different. For my car, it didn't feel a whole lot different. We just kind of struggling with it. But it's been getting different, and everybody's trying to figure stuff out, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And then if you make a mistake, it's hard to get back in the groove and not push too hard. I think that's the biggest problem, is if one guy makes a mistake, no one else is really making a lot of mistakes, so it's really tough. So it's going to be a tough race tomorrow, and just have to see what happens, I guess.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
Tebo now to the 2 spot. Towards Van Tebo, Cavalieri, Mayfield, Tessmann, your top 5. Jörn Neumann behind them, all those drivers on a time to beat them at 14.5-13. Out front, got to see a lot of respect, all about Tebo, Tebo. Mayfield being associated.
Want to go behind?
4 down, 1 to go in the 4th round of qualifying. Right behind Damon. Good form, thank you. Good check up, Damon, nice. Work together, guys. Dakota, Jared, Jörn, Ty, Ryan, Mayfield, Cavalieri, Lutz, Rudolph, Borkowitz, Warren, Fisher. At the top of the hill, clear. Good way to find Damon, thank you. Good driving, guys. Got about 20 seconds to go, driver. 20, 21, 22's up next. Good job, Ryan and Ryan. Keep going, everybody, keep going. Everybody still going, still going. Clean to the end, guys. Tebo is gone. Everybody else still running. Dakota Fan's gone. Mayfield's gone. Tessmann gone. Borkowitz gone. Everybody else keep going. Mayfield's gone. Everybody else keep going. Cavalier's gone. Lutz is gone. Fisher gone. Fisher coming down on Warmont. And that's time. With at 14.506, Dakota Fan. Jared Tebo going to take the 2 spot, 14.507. Jörn Neumann going to get 3rd with a 5.093 to Tessmann's 5.097. Mayfield 5.10, Cavalieri 5.11, Lutz 5.13, Newman 5.15, Carson 14.518, Billy 14.519, and James